For 20 years, this camp, the Jenin refugee camp, has been a hotbed of violent resistance against the Israelis. It's also been the location for the planning of attacks against civilians inside Israel itself. But now there is a step change in the atmosphere here, as if something much more violent is to come.
I'm about to find out why at a clandestine meeting with militants who are at the top of Israel's most wanted list. We meet in a shrine to the Palestinians who've been killed fighting Israel. For Israelis, this memorializes murder. These men are being hunted, they say, because they're armed and they're plotting attacks against Israel. 4 militants and a 12-year-old boy were killed in this raid at the end of September. This man says he survived an Israeli raid on Jenin about a week ago. His comrade was killed. Like him, these are members of the Jenin Brigade, a militant group now posing a danger to the Palestinian Authority as well as to Israel. It's unheard of them to break cover for an interview, much less admit where they get their guns.
20 years ago they had AK-47s, now they've got M16s. Even this one has Hebrew written on it, so was it stolen from the Israelis?
هناك داخل معسكرات الجيش الإسرائيلي لأنهم فاقدين للانتماء يقوم ضباط كبار وجنود كبار في هذا الجيش بسرقة المخازن والعتاد ويتم بيعها لتجار السلاح لتصل إلى أيدي المقاومين.
A 2020 report from Israel's legislature found that some 400,000 illegal weapons were in Israel, many of them stolen from the Israel Defense Forces.
So what exactly are your rules of engagement? What are the moral decisions that you take about who you do and who you do not attack?
احنا في فصائل المقاومة في خط الدفاع عن أبناء شعبنا وعن مقدساتنا وليس في خط الهجوم.
This has been the deadliest year for Palestinians and Israelis since 2015. At least 123 Palestinians killed outside Gaza and 21 Israelis and foreigners. Gunmen from Jenin and nearby have been involved in at least 2 major atrocities in which 8 people were shot dead in and near Tel Aviv earlier this year. The expansion of Israeli Jewish settlements on the West Bank and the dwindling faith that a viable Palestinian state can ever emerge from Israel's 55-year occupation of the area has fired more Palestinian anger. Grassroots organizations like this Jenin Brigade are fiercely opposed to the very existence of Israel and despise the ruling Palestinian Authority for cooperating with the Jewish state.
Does that mean that this is a completely hopeless fight that you're fighting? Because the Israelis, I don't think you can defeat them, and they're not going to go anywhere, and they have the international community supporting them, and at the same time there is support for the idea of a 2-state solution for the Palestinians, for an independent Palestinian state. Is this like a kind of death grip that you're in now?
احنا دائما نسعى للانتصار. ننتظر شرارة من مخيم جنين، وهناك اجتماعات موسعة مع الفصائل في غزة ومع فصائل المقاومة في الضفة الغربية ومع أهلنا في الشتات حول إشعال وإطلاق هذه الشرارة.
Many fighters in this group are from the Palestinian Authority's own security forces, supposed to stop attacks on Israel. In a new conflagration, it would be the Palestinian leadership that could be the first to burn.